So good evening everyone. My name is Regine Alcolita and I am assigned to report the information literacy within digital literacy and the social-emotional literacy. So sorry na if namoy madungog daraan na ka ng lain-lain. Dagan mo hayop diri. So let's proceed. When we say information literacy, it is a critical component of digital literacy as the cognitive skills that consumers use to evaluate information in an educated and effective manner. So when we say information literacy, it pertains to different informations that are being disseminated in different platforms, no? Such as we have Google. In Google, di ba, we tend to research klase na informations. There were also informations na dako sa kayong tabang when it comes to studies. Especially sa study na to karon, di ba? Kasi it's very kanang lisod kayo na mga subject ba na kanang na mga topics sa usa ka subject na lisod i-comprehend. It really needs more informations for you to understand it. Nga na ba, di ba? So through the use of those informations being given na pwede na to makita to different platforms, so it's very very helpful towards us, towards our study. So when we say digital literacy, it pertains to different technologies that we could use to have or to gather information, such as we have cell phones, we have computers, laptops. So through that, no, makagather tag mga informations na dako kayong tabang when it comes to our studies. At the same time, information literacy, it also acts as filter by which consumers evaluate the veracity of information being presented. So information literacy also acts as filter by which consumers evaluate the veracity of information being presented. So we have different platforms, di ba, na different apps na makatabang dako kayong tabang sa to see if that informations are really facts, or even ganing when we do research, di ba, na po yung mga apps na makatabang to see if nag-copy paste ba ka, di ba? So yan na. At the same time, information literacy acts as filter by which consumers evaluate the veracity of information being presented. So for us to see if that informations na disseminate or naaana na platform is true, natay different apps, no, na makatabang for us to see if that information really do exist or that information is really factual. So yan na. Next, we have the socio-emotional literacy. Eshit Alcalay 2004 highlights a socio-emotional question needed to navigate the internet, like, how do I know if another user in the chat room that you are also having is who he says he is? Kasi nga, di ba, when it comes to kanang communication, there were many platforms na nag-exist, such as we have Facebook, Twitter, mga messenger. And by that, how would you know if katong informations na iyang gipaila-ila gisend sa imuha is tinuod? So such question should make us realize that there are no hard and fast rules for determining the answers. Instead, there is a necessary familiarity with the unwritten rules of cyberspace. So to keep ourselves from harm that those peoples nato nakaila in that particular platforms, para ka nang malayo ta sa mga harmful that they could give towards us. So we should kanang implement to ourselves no, na kanang even though wala siya naka-state in that particular platforms, what are the things that you should do to protect your own selves, dapat gi-implement na nimo or kabalo na ka sa imong sarili what are the things that you can do if there's something happens, such as if a person is sending you mga messages na kanawa na mao, maybe kanang pangpanghadlok na ni-treat about sa iyong message. At the same time, maybe anong bastos na. So what are the things that you can do for that to keep yourselves safe habang nag-use pa ka na platforms? So the things that you can do, of course, pwede nimo siya i-ignore, or worse, pwede nimo i-block diretso, di ba? So naana siya sa kanang setting, naana siya sa setting no, sa kanang na app na imong gihimo. So para di na siya makatreat sa imuhag balik, di na siya makasend sa imuhag mga messages, mga pictures na wa na mao. So you can ignore, you can block them. So ingana. So while the internet is a global village, of course, it is also a global jungle of human communication. So while di ba sa internet kanang daghan kasi informations na kanang gipang disseminate by different peoples. So in that particular website you are using, of course dili lang ikaw ang nag-use ana na website, pwede millions of tao or even billions pa nga, for them also to communicate with other people also. Embracing everything from the truth to falsehood. So nadra tanan no, nadra tanan kanang mga atik. Pwede din namang kanang mga informations na true na ilang gi-share. So pwede pod. Honesty and deceits, and ultimately good and evil. So in that particular website you are using, pwede ka mahimong wa na mao ingana. The fact that kanang the evilness that that particular platform have, there were platforms that we are having na kanang nay mga videos na kanang nay actions na ginapakita na mali na ba, kanang pasakit na ingana, sumbagay ning ana, di ba, which is evil. So at the same time pwede po siya maging way, maging instrument para makatuon ang usa ka tawo na nagatan-aw ana, pwedeng ma-react niya tong action, especially towards kanang sa mga bata, di ba, which is kanang mo nang kanang dapat ang mga bata ginatan-aw jud sa mga nadyo guidance sa mga parents towards the videos, kasi they are one of the kanang pwede yung mabutang jud sa harm ba, or they can be educated sa mga mali nga butang. Socio-emotional literacy requires a user to be very critical, analytical, and mature, implying a kind of richness of experience that the literate transfer from the real life to their dealings online. So dapat ka nang kabalo ta ba? What are the information that we could share, pwede na to i-share online, that are pwede makatabang sa ubang tao? Maybe ka na mga motivational na mga informations, dili na unta ng mga informations na kana ganing way lami. Nga na kanang ang effect niya ba is pwede pa hinuon ka mabash. So we should be we should be kanang kablo ta madala sa atong subs when it comes to anang magamit ang mga platforms where daghan kayong tao na nagagamit po naga-read sa mga informations na imuha pong gipang disseminate. I guess that's all. So thank you so much guys for listening.